Letters pop out from a white background, then turn red. Netflix. A logo appears on a blood-red sky. Warner Brothers Television. Animated teeth chomp through words. A Netflix original series. A Warner Brothers Television production. Starring Kiernan Shipka, Ross Lynch, Lucy Davis, Chance Perdomo, Michelle Gomez, Jazz Sinclair, Tati Gabrielle, and Adeline Rudolph, with Richard Coyle and Miranda Otto. Images flash in animated drawings. Black birds fly past an eclipsing moon. A demon with goat features stands in a cemetery in front of snakes. Co-producers Jennifer Lentz, Carl Ogawa, and Amy Merold. Consulting producer Donna Thorold. Produced by Craig Forrest. Producers Ryan Lindenberg and Matthew Berry. Supervising producers Ross Maxwell, On Lai, and Rob Seidenglanz. Executive producers Lee Toland Krieger, John Goldwater, Sarah Schechter, Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, and Greg Berlanti. Developed by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. Based on the comic books by Archie Comics. Title: Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Written by Ross Maxwell. Directed by Rob Seidenglanz. Halloween decorations hang in an empty hallway at Baxter High. Sabrina runs out of Principal Hawthorne's office.
Your flesh is mortal, and in the end, all mortal flesh must burn.
She rushes into the bathroom, kneels in front of a toilet, and throws up.
Miss Wardwell, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. It's just I saw you fleeing Principal Hawthorne's office and... Oh, that man. Did he say something just hideous to you? He want me to call your aunts, see if they can come pick you up, take you home?
No. I'm fine. I just got lightheaded. Thank you, Miss Wardwell.
Sabrina leaves. Miss Wardwell checks her lipstick in the mirror and rolls her eyes. At the Spellman house, Ambrose enters the parlor. He discovers an iguana sitting on Connor Kemper's closed coffin. He carries it into the kitchen.
Here's a question, aunties. How can one witch get another witch's familiar to talk?
You're not allowed a familiar, per the rules of your house arrest.
I found it, perched on the Kemper boy's casket. Thought if I could get it to speak, maybe I could find out how Connor died.
You won't be able to. Familiars are bound to their witches. It'll be dead soon. The greatest agony it can know is a life without its master. Give it here. I'll make it quick. Hilda can fashion it into a purse.
Oh, no, it's mine for now. I'll try bribing you with some food, see if that works.
Ambrose leaves with a carrot.
Would you like a little tomato?
Zelda chops meat with a large knife. At school, Sabrina flashes back to Mr. Hawthorne's possession. He foams at the mouth and jerks violently in his chair. Susie and Harvey sit nearby.
You okay? You're like a million miles away.
Yeah, sorry, I'm fine. I was just having an out-of-body experience, but I'm back.
Roz approaches.
Great. There you guys are. You will not believe the fascism afoot at Baxter High. So, I go to get my book assignment approved from Mr. Garland, and you know what he says? No, rejected, because my book has been deemed problematic.
Wait, but The Bluest Eye is a classic.
Exactly. I mean, no one should get to decide what we can and can't read.
Agreed.
How can we help, Roz? No. How can Wicca help? I mean, that's why our club exists. We'll take the fight to Hawthorne. Right, Sabrina?
Yeah, absolutely, if that's what Roz wants.
Roz looks at her friends.
Yeah.
Roz and Susie leave. In the principal's office.
Firstly, let me say very clearly, and for the record, we do not ban books at Baxter High. Ms. Spellman, have I grown a second head?
She stands in the doorway.
No, sir.
Okay, then why are you looking at me as if I had?
Sabrina stares.
Principal Hawthorne, why did Mr. Garland say no to The Bluest Eye and call it controversial?
The book that you proposed has very graphic passages. I'm certain that Mr. Garland would have raised the same objections had you proposed A Clockwork Orange or Lolita.
So you're saying those books are banned as well?
I'm saying that this is a public school, and certain topics and titles have no place in the hands of impressionable youths.
Roz, Susie, and Sabrina storm into the library. Roz open drawers in the card catalog.
Wait, Roz, what are you doing? What exactly are you expecting to find?
I don't believe Hawthorne for 1 second. He may not officially ban books, but here, Susie, look this up. Sabrina, see if you can find this one.
She hands cards to the girls. They spread out and scan the bookshelves. Next, they approach the librarian.
Miss Curtis, we have a problem.
This stack of cards. None of these books are on the shelves.
Miss Curtis checks the cards.
Yes, I believe these books have been checked out. For a while.
What do you mean?
Miss Curtis leans close.
Well, you didn't hear this from me. But a few years back, there was a soft purge of bad books.
She holds up the cards. Later, Sabrina arrives at home.
Zelda? Hilda? You're not gonna believe what happened at school today.
Oh, we can imagine. Do you know what this is?
Zelda holds a document.
I'll tell you. It's an infernal summons.
A what now?
Well, you've been charged with a rather antiquated offense, dearest. A breach of promise.
You made a promise to sign the Dark Lord's Book of the Beast, and then when you ran in horror from your dark baptism, you broke it. You humiliated our master in front of the entire coven, and now you will be judged and tried in front of the entire coven. Never in all my years has a spellman been summoned to the Court of Witches.
I don't understand. Someone is suing me?
The Dark Lord. He seems determined to get you on the path of light.
I saw him today, the Dark Lord. He took possession of Principal Hawthorne and threatened me.
Zelda glares at Hilda.
Did you hear that, sister? Can you imagine how enraged he must be?
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't want to be a part of his coven. I don't want to step foot in the Academy of Unseen Arts, and I am certainly not going to stand trial.
Oh, you most certainly are, Sabrina. You've been summoned, and not only you, Hilda and I as well.
Sabrina furrows her brow.
We're on trial, too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, we're your legal guardians, Lamb. So, in the eyes of the Court of the Witches, your actions are our actions. We're as guilty as you.
Don't you mean innocent? Innocent until proven guilty?
That's mortal law. Witch law is the complete opposite. Guilty till proven innocent.
Do you know what this is?
She holds something small.
It's your Aunt Hilda's tooth. We have been stripped of our powers, which means that we will age and rot rapidly until a verdict is reached.
She drops the tooth in a bowl.
Your trial begins at midnight.
Hilda hangs her head. Sabrina scowls and leaves. In Ambrose's attic bedroom.
I didn't promise the Dark Lord anything. I didn't sign the Book of the Beast. And yet, I still have to go to court and be punished. Can't I fight this somehow?
You can, but you'll need help. Have you ever heard of a man named Daniel Webster?
I don't think so.
He's a lawyer and occultist.
Specializes in witch law. Total legend. He's mortal, but was rumored to have once beaten the devil himself.
I'm in. Where does he live?
That's the kismet part. He lives right here, in Greendale.
He produces a business card.
Willingly? Why?
Don't know. Bit reclusive, maybe?
In Father Blackwood's office.
You're going to be the Dark Lord's prosecutor, I imagine.
I don't relish it, but that is one of my duties as High Priest, yes.
Please, Faustus. Sabrina made a foolish, impetuous mistake. Couldn't we settle this between ourselves? You, me, the Dark Lord? Without the embarrassing spectacle of a public trial.
He stands.
The wheels of justice are already turning, Zelda.
He crosses around his desk to Zelda, then sits on the edge of the desk.
However, come tonight
He takes her hand.
with Sabrina. Have her admit her wrongdoing and beg for forgiveness immediately. The Dark Lord is not without mercy, but he'll require total submission from the girl.
And he shall have it.
She leans closer.
I promise you.
Poor Zelda.
He looks at Zelda and scowls.
Already I see the ravages of age upon you.
He strokes her hair, leans closer, and kisses her forehead. He pulls back, and a clump of Zelda's hair remains in his hand. She snatches it back and stands.
Thank you for your time, Faustus.
Zelda heads to the door, then stops and turns back.
See you in court.
She leaves. Father Blackwood stands and glances to his right.
I don't enjoy being watched.
Miss Wardwell steps forward and casts a shadow in the dimly lit office.
The girl is my charge.
She walks to Father Blackwood's desk.
I can't risk leaving her fate in lesser hands.
And yet it is your own incompetence that has brought us to this moment.
I eased her to the altar, as is my way. A hand on her shoulder, a whisper in her ear. But she was at the altar, Blackwood. You failed to get the signature.
My dear demoness,
She pours herself a drink.
your methods are weak. Your will is womanly. Now I will be the hammer that drives this nail home.
Yes, you're blunt, like a hammer, that's true. But don't underestimate her, Warlock. And don't disrespect me. High priest or not, you're still a man.
She downs her drink in one gulp and sets the glass on the desk.
And I feast on male flesh.
Father Blackwood forces a smile that fades when she leaves. Sabrina walks through a neighborhood at night. She walks up to the front door of a modest house. Iron bars cover the door.
Are you Daniel Webster?
No. Why? What do you want?
My name is Sabrina Spellman,
Spellman.
and I need a lawyer to fight the devil.
Inside, books clutter the house.
I'll offer you a seat, but that would encourage you to stay, so...
Mr. Webster, I'm being charged with breach of promise. I ran from my dark baptism.
She hands him the infernal summons.
You know what that is, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar. So what, you, born again? Renounced Satan?
No, I'm a half-witch.
Her brow furrows.
They lied and coerced me, but I didn't sign the Book of the Beast, and now my family is being punished. I have to be in court tonight, in a few hours, and I heard you might be able to help me.
He looks at the summons, then folds it and shakes his head.
No. Sorry. I don't practice anymore.
He pours a drink.
Breach of promise, that's tricky.
He sips amber liquid from a glass.
Well, good luck to you.
Sabrina leaves the house. The porch light turns off. Inside, Daniel stands in front of a wall of framed newspaper articles, law degrees, children's artwork, and a photo of a young girl with long hair. He stares at the photo, and tears well in his eyes.
Hell and damnation.
At the Kinkle house, a young man looks through sketches in Harvey's bedroom.
Hey, these are good, Harv. I mean, they're messed up. You're a twisted little weirdo.
Thanks, Tommy.
Tommy smiles. Harvey shakes his head.
I showed him to the guy that runs the bookstore.
The vampire guy, you mean?
Dr. Cerberus, yeah. He said I could do some posters for his store. Maybe even work their weekends if I wanted.
That your idea of a joke? You want to hang out in the back of a comic book shop with some pervert who plays dress up?
Dad, jeez, relax.
You want a job, Harvey? I've got a job for you. In the mines. You'll start with a shift this week.
Dad, we can manage fine without it.
You heard him, Tom. Your brother's ready to work, and I'm giving him work. End of story.
Mr. Kinkle leaves. Harvey hangs his head. His eyes widen. Zelda, Hilda, and Sabrina walk up to an abandoned church.
Remember, ladies, we carry ourselves with aplomb and dignity. We admit our wrongs, accept our punishment, and try to put this whole sordid mess behind us. Is that right, Sabrina?
Do I have a choice?
Not really, no.
Sabrina's aunts wear silk scarves on their heads, and Zelda wears sunglasses. Father Blackwood addresses the coven.
We, the profane, gather here tonight in this sacrilegious court to serve the Dark Lord's justice. A deplorable crime has been committed against our master and savior. Sabrina Spellman stands accused before the Infernal Three, guilty of breaking her promise, her pledge to the Dark Lord.
Sabrina Spellman!
The Infernal Three wear black cloaks and cone-shaped hats. Sabrina stands.
When the accused is confirmed guilty, not only will she abandon her mortal life immediately, but upon her death, she shall burn for 333 years in the pit, as his pleasure demands.
The Infernal Three bang gavels. A demon bailiff stands nearby.
Accused, I'll plead you.
Daniel Webster enters the church.
She pleads not guilty.
Father Blackwood hangs his head.
Mr. Webster. You're not unknown to this court, but you are unwelcome, sir, and uninvited.
Untrue, sir. Where my client goes, I follow.
Client?
Zelda stands.
Sabrina?
He's my lawyer, Aunt Zelda.
Daniel drops his briefcase on a table. Outside.
Things were dire enough. You go and hire this mortal pettifogger behind our backs.
With all due respect, madam, I'm well versed in witch law.
Oh, I know exactly who you are, Mr. Webster. I remember you sniffing around my brother years ago. A hanger-on, dilettante.
Wait, you knew my father?
He's the reason I came to Greendale. Your father taught me witch law, offered me comfort when there was none. He helped me out. I'd like to return the favor.
Inside the church, Sabrina stands in a witness box.
You know what breach of promise means, Miss Spellman?
It's when you make a promise and then break it, which I, categorically, did not do.
It's most commonly invoked when a groom runs out on a bride he's promised to wed. I only mention that because, well, were you and the Dark Lord not courting in advance of your dark baptism?
Courting? In what way?
Did you not willingly go into the woods that night? Wearing, of all things, a wedding dress? The fact is, you gave every indication that it was your intention to fulfill a promise made. You showed up for a ceremony you committed to, and then at the moment of consummation, you fled. You broke your promise. That's all.
Guilty.
Daniel stands.
Sabrina, members of the court, where is the tangible proof? If this baptism is to be considered a wedding, where is the marriage license, the blood tests this great township demands? Show me the signatures. Hell, show me the groom. No contract, no promise, no case.
He shoots Father Blackwood a look and sits down.
Your dishonors. I'd like to submit into evidence our most unholy grimoire, the Book of the Beast.
He sets it in front of Sabrina.
Miss Spellman, would you be so kind as to open it to the page I've indicated?
Sabrina opens the heavy book. Zelda looks away and shields her face with her hand.
Would you please read the name that's been written
He points with his cane.
there? Nice and loud, child.
It says Sabrina Spellman. But
Hilda looks at Zelda.
I don't understand this. This is dated only a few days after I was...
Your dishonors. Are we really to believe that a baby signed the Book of the Beast 3 days after she was born? This is obviously a fraud, a blatant forgery.
I call to the stand Zelda Fiona Spellman.
Zelda looks. Still wearing her scarf and sunglasses, she crosses to the witness box.
And Zelda, what's happening?
Fires burn in shallow cauldrons on either side of the church.
Miss Spellman. Zelda. Take us back to this date written here.
He points to the Dark Lord's book.
Of course, Your Excellency. I accompanied my brother into the Greendale Wood. In his arms, he carried his newborn daughter, Sabrina. When we reached a clearing, he placed the babe on an altar and signed her name in the Book of the Beast,
Hilda's mouth gapes.
promising her soul to the Dark Lord. What?
Later, at the Spellman house.
Now it makes sense. All your strong-arming trying to get me to sign, you were just trying to cover up the fact that you'd already pawned me off to the Dark Lord like a used car.
You were never meant to find out. You were meant to choose the path of night and sign your name willingly. That way
I never would have found out about my father's betrayal and yours.
Ambrose applies makeup to Hilda's face.
Edward needed a witness.
Why would he do that to me?
A certain bargain had been struck, and the price your father paid for it was your name in that book.
What could have been worth it?
Permission to marry your mother. The Dark Lord granted it in exchange for...
For me. His daughter. And you stood there and you watched him do it. Aunt Zelda, you helped him do it.
Sabrina storms out of the parlor. At his home, Daniel Webster sits in an armchair. He writes in a book and takes a drink.
Daddy?
A young girl appears behind him.
Why did you let me die, Daddy? It hurt so much.
Stop.
You should be spending your time getting ready to join me down here, Daddy.
Her throat is slashed.
Not defending a useless backwoods half-breed witch.
She wears blood-soaked clothes.
Tick, tock. Daniel Webster. Tick, tock. Tick, tock.
She backs out of the room, disappears behind a stack of books, then reappears as Miss Wardwell. Daniel freezes in his chair. Daytime. Sabrina and Harvey walk through the Greendale woods. Sabrina mopes.
Caffeine not kicking in yet?
I didn't sleep very well. My Aunt Zelda and I got into a fight, and... Is it okay if we don't talk about it? I'm sorry.
Of course.
They walk together, holding hands.
Got into it with my old man last night, too. He's, making me start work at the mines.
What? Why? You hate the mines.
I don't just hate them, Sabrina.
What?
They stop walking.
What is it?
8 years ago, I was playing hide and seek with Tommy and a couple of his buddies.
A flashback.
And I, like an idiot, decided to go hide in the mines.
In a deep, dark cave.
And I'm in there, alone.
Young Harvey hides.
And half an hour goes by. And then an hour. And no one finds me. And I'm trying to get back to the mine entrance.
In the present, Harvey shakes his head.
And then I saw it, Sabrina.
What?
It's gonna sound crazy, but I swear to God, it
Red light flashes.
looked like a goat, only bigger, and standing upright on its hind legs, and it smelled like a book of matches had been struck.
Brimstone.
And it terrified me. I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe, I started to cry. I was still crying when Tommy found me 5 hours later. It's been years. No one else has seen the goat guy. But I keep thinking, Sabrina, what if it's still down there, waiting for me?
Next, they walk down a hallway together at Baxter High.
I don't have an agenda.
Take one. It's required
Just
training.
pretend to be
There you go.
okay.
Here.
So my friends can't see my heart in the blender.
You'll never guess, Sabrina.
What's happening, Miss Wogo?
Well, the young ladies of WICCA, that's Wicca to you, Mr. Kincaid. Making their voices heard.
Roz and Susie hand out flyers.
Here's a list of books Baxter High doesn't want you to read. And they also happen to be great works of literature.
You guys, when did you do this?
Last night. I mean, they're just books. You know, what are people so afraid of that Principal Hawthorne's gonna...
Suddenly, he's behind her.
Ladies, about your claims?
You can't punish someone for handing out flyers, Principal Hawthorne.
On the contrary, Miss Spellman. I just wanted Ms. Walker to know that I called the PTA and the school board about the bluest eye. They are reviewing the matter and will come back to me tomorrow with their thoughts.
Roz's brow furrows.
You're welcome, Ms. Walker.
Principal Hawthorne looks Harvey up and down, then turns and walks away. At the Spellman mortuary, mourners in a reception line shake the hands of Mr. and Mrs. Kemper. Ambrose stands next to Connor's casket. Sunlight shines through a window by the door. A young man wearing a suit stands in the doorway. Ambrose spots him and crosses the room. A smile escapes the young man's lips. Ambrose stands next to him in the doorway.
Did you know him well? Connor? Yeah, we did it a few times, but I'm sorry for your loss.
Ambrose offers his hand.
My name's Ambrose, by the way. Luke.
They shake hands.
I'm just gonna miss him, that's all. Him and that stupid lizard of his. Took it everywhere. Yeah, or it followed him. They never stray far, do they? Are you saying you're familiar with iguanas like that? I'm saying that I know Connor was very attached to it. They had a bond. Because I have him upstairs in my room.
Ambrose smiles slyly.
If you wanted to say hi.
Mrs. Kemper breaks down. One of the mourners comforts her.
I should go. But another time, maybe.
Luke walks to the front door. Ambrose glances upstairs. In her office, Miss Wardwell gathers newspaper clippings.
By the autumn of 1805, the men of the Lewis and Clark expedition were starving, desperate, and running out of time.
Sabrina sits in a classroom. Miss Wardwell glues the clippings into a scrapbook. One headline reads, "Defender of the Damned." In the classroom, Sabrina's eyes grow heavy. She blinks, then looks around the classroom. Everyone is frozen in time. The ghost of Daniel Webster's daughter appears in a pool of blood in the doorway and puts a finger to her lips. Sabrina stands, exits the classroom, and follows bloody footprints down the hall. The lights flicker. In the library, Sabrina follows the spirit behind bookshelves and discovers Miss Wardwell's scrapbook on a table. Sabrina flips through pages in the scrapbook. Newspaper headlines read, "Child rapist cleared," "Cannibalism evidence thrown out," and "Slayer of women found not guilty." Miss Wardwell peers at Sabrina from behind a bookshelf. Sabrina reads another headline. "Webster saves killer." Sabrina stares straight ahead. Her brow furrows. She closes the scrapbook. Sabrina walks away. Miss Wardwell watches her closely. Daniel Webster's house at night.
Why are you helping me? What do you want out of this? Defender of the damned.
Oh. Okay, so you know.
The people you've helped set free. Murderers and monsters. The kinds of crimes they've committed.
Everyone's entitled to a defense.
Not you. You're fired.
She goes.
Wait. Sabrina, stop.
She faces him.
I've been where you are right now. Trapped by the devil. I made a deal. A long time ago. To become the greatest lawyer in the world. I was young and ambitious. And I signed my name away. A different book. But the same beast. And what do you know? I started winning cases. And by the time I realized that the only cases I got were the most depraved, the most obscene, it was too late. And that was his little trick, you see? And there's always a trick.
He looks away.
And a price.
He hangs his head and crosses the room.
I set a man free who had done unspeakable things to a number of women. And after I freed him, when I wasn't home, he broke in.
He turns to look at a photo on the wall.
And he did those things to my daughter.
Oh, no.
Now, I know that I have done more than my share of bad in the past.
He steps toward Sabrina.
But I think that I might be able to save you.
He takes her hand.
If you'll let me. It's a long shot. But maybe.
Sabrina looks into his eyes. In the church, Hilda and Zelda stand in the witness box.
Miss Spellman, both you and your sister are certified midwives.
Yes.
Yes.
You have delivered many babies in the witch community, including your own niece, Sabrina.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you verify for the court, then? Was Sabrina born of mortal woman?
She was, yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Making her half witch, half mortal, and therefore only half subject to the laws of this court.
This is absurd, Your Dishonor.
No, sir. It is her right. I demand a jury of mortals and a change of venue. I reject the authority of this court over my client.
Disorder in the court!
Ambrose sits in his room. He hears the knocking and crosses to a stained glass window. He reaches toward the window.
Psst! Open the window, Mark.
Judas Priest.
Luke stands behind him.
Luke. How did you get in here?
You invited me earlier. Remember?
So what, you're a vampire?
No, I'm a warlock. Like Connor was, like you are.
Luke smiles.
Aren't you?
He strides toward Ambrose and they kiss passionately. They peel off clothing and fall together onto Ambrose's bed. The iguana sits in a glass cage nearby. In the church,
The prosecution and witching community are familiar with human law, Mr. Webster. If Sabrina's true dominant nature is to be determined, mortal or witch, so be it. We shall invoke human laws to test her.
That is not what I was suggesting.
We may subject Sabrina to trial by water. She will be bound and dropped into the river. If she floats, she's a witch. If she drowns, she's human and free to go.
Unacceptable.
Or two. The accused will submit to being stripped and examined in full view of the coven for a witch's mark upon her body. Should a mark be identified, this trial continues uninterrupted. Should no mark be found, this court will be forced to recognize her so-called humanity.
Daniel looks to Sabrina. At the Spellman house,
Absolutely not. I forbid it. Sit down, Zelda, before you collapse. Your skin and bone.
Sabrina, I have to ask, do you even know if you have a mark? Let's start there.
Or perhaps there's another way.
Father Blackwood enters the kitchen.
You'll excuse my unannounced visitation, but I come bearing felicitous tidings. I've pleaded on your behalf to the Dark Lord, and he has offered a path through this thicket.
Oh, praise Satan.
The Dark Lord will waive your punishment in the pit. He will even allow you yearly visitations with your mortal friends, but you must ratify your signature in the Book of the Beast, and you must withdraw from Baxter High and begin your studies at the Academy of Unseen Arts immediately.
But this is perfect, Sabrina.
We'll await your answer tomorrow night in court. Ladies.
He looks at Daniel.
Sir.
Daniel crosses to the doorway and watches Father Blackwood leave. He turns back to Sabrina and her aunts.
We will not take this deal.
But the Dark Lord has been moved by our plight to show mercy. You know how rare that is.
She's right. So think about that. Why offer a deal? It's a trick. Remember whom you're dealing with.
Zelda and Sabrina exchange a look. The next morning, Salem sits in the pet cemetery. In bed, Ambrose reaches over and shuts off his alarm clock. He looks for Luke and discovers he's gone. He lies back on his pillow and spots Luke's name and phone number carved into a wooden beam above him.
Uh-huh.
Ambrose gets out of bed.
Still got it, Spellman.
He crosses the room in his underwear and stops in front of the glass cage. The iguana lies dead on its back. A goblin head protrudes from its chest.
I guess you couldn't live without Connor, little one.
Harvey and Sabrina walk through the Greendale woods.
What are you smiling at?
What? Nothing. It's just... You get this look on your face when you're thinking stuff over. And I always wonder what it is because you look so serious.
Harvey, can I talk to you about something?
They stop walking. She looks up at him.
That is serious.
Always.
I have to ask you a favor. And it's gonna sound crazy. But it's important.
He smiles and nods.
I can do crazy. And important.
Sabrina sets her book bag on the ground, removes her coat, and hangs it over a tree stump. Harvey sets his backpack on the ground.
My aunts say every Spellman has a birthmark, but I can't find one. And I have to be sure, one way or the other.
She slowly unbuttons her blouse. A smile escapes Harvey's lips.
Will you look?
For a birthmark? I'm so confused right now.
Me too. I'm super confused about, well, everything, except you. I'm not confused about you.
Me neither.
Because I love you and I trust you to do the right thing and to tell me the truth. In fact, I trust you more than I do anyone else right now.
Harvey nods. He stifles a smile as Sabrina undoes the rest of her buttons and removes her blouse. Harvey takes off his coat, removes his shirt, and drops it to the ground. He shrugs.
Fair is fair, right?
Sabrina closes her eyes, reaches behind her back, and unhooks her bra. She turns around, and Harvey checks her skin. He touches her gently. His fingers trail over her neck and back and down across the back of her arm. She turns to face him.
Before you keep looking.
She kisses him. At Baxter High, students loiter outside the school. Inside, Sabrina enters the library and finds Roz and Susie seated on a couch.
Hey,
She sits in a chair next to the couch.
what's wrong?
We got called into Principal Hawthorne's office because he had some news about the book
The
banning.
PTA said they'd hold a town hall meeting where we could present our case to the school board. In 3 months.
Okay. Well, 3 weeks, 3 months, even if it takes 3 whole years, Roz, we're gonna make them understand.
That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, no. I know. 3 months is not that long.
Roz, what's going on?
Sabrina gets up and squeezes next to Roz on the couch. Roz covers her face with her hand.
Sorry. I'm always trying to do what my dad said. Pray. And face it bravely. It's a solution for everything. But prayer's not gonna stop it.
Stop what?
Roz takes off her glasses and hangs her head.
Myopic atrophy.
Tears roll down her cheeks.
Dr. Spector says that, in about 3 months, maybe less, the ugliest, thickest glasses in the world aren't gonna stop me from going totally blind.
Susie's mouth gapes. Sabrina furrows her brow.
You know, I even counted how many books I could realistically read before it's too late. That's why every single one is important.
Sabrina and Susie hug Roz. Behind them, Miss Wardwell eavesdrops from behind a bookshelf. At the mine, Tommy and Harvey pick up miners' hats.
It's a short shift, a couple hours hard work, back up topside with some dirt on your face. I'll shut that up. You'll be on my crew, and I promise I won't let you out of my sight. Harv?
Tommy stops just inside the mine's entrance and turns back to Harvey.
Harvey? Harv?
A flashback of the goat creature.
It's okay.
Harvey's mouth gapes.
Take a breath.
Tommy, I can't.
It's okay.
I can't, I just...
It's okay. I know. I remember. Look, for today, why don't you head home? We'll try again later.
Harvey shakes his head.
But Dad said...
I'll see you back at the house when I'm done.
Tommy smiles.
It's okay, Harv. Promise.
Harvey nods, then heads back to the mine entrance. Tommy continues into the mine. At night, at the Spellman house.
Aunties, Mr. Webster, I've made my decision.
Sabrina enters the kitchen.
I'm not taking the deal. I'll submit to Blackwood's exam. I don't have a witch's mark, so there's nothing to lose.
Except her dignity.
Aunt Zelda,
Back into the fray, then. Hey, cousin?
when they find out I don't have a mark, Mr. Webster, what happens then?
We demand a retrial
He stands.
in human court, where you're innocent until proven guilty.
And we demand that my auntie's powers and youth are restored. It's non-negotiable.
Thank you for that, sweetheart, but to be stripped and pawed.
I've had worse done to me. Besides, there are a lot of people facing their fears right now, fighting battles they know they're not going to win. So if this is mine, well, then let's get it over with. But no tricks, no plea bargains.
Daniel nods.
We should go. I'll be outside.
Daniel leaves. Zelda and Hilda's hair has turned white from aging.
Keeps getting worse and worse for her.
Hilda stands.
Where do you think you're going?
Upstairs. Oh, don't follow me. Don't wait for me. Just get her to the court. Not the only one with secrets, Zelda Spellman.
Hilda limps out of the kitchen. Upstairs, she opens the lid of a steamer trunk at the foot of her bed. She surveys the books inside. She closes the lid, waves her hand across the trunk, and opens it again. This time, a baby book and a teddy bear lie on top. She picks up the baby book with Peter Rabbit on the cover. In his bedroom, Harvey draws a sketch of the goat creature.
Harvey!
He hides his sketches.
Harvey! Boy, when I tell you to do something, you do it!
Hey, Dad, get the hell off me!
Dad, stop it!
Tommy pulls his father off of Harvey.
You better watch yourself. And you're gonna get in that damn mine and work an honest-to-God shift. He's gonna start pulling his weight.
I'll get more guys. Push comes to shove, I'll take his shifts. Well, Harvey's done, Dad. I'm not gonna let him waste his life like...
Tommy and Mr. Kinkle glare at each other. Mr. Kinkle scowls and leaves. Tommy turns to Harvey. Harvey hangs his head. At the abandoned church.
Sabrina, am I to understand that you come now before this court to endure the test of the Witch's Mark, as described and demanded by your mortal laws?
Yes, Father Blackwood.
We request the examination be held in closed chambers.
Denied.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Hilda enters carrying the baby book. She crosses to Daniel and gives him the book.
If this is some feeble attempt to delay the agreed-upon course of action...
You're sure? Your dishonors, I call Hildegard Antoinette Spellman to the stand.
This is unacceptable. The test is about to begin. I demand that you...
Spellman, approach us!
Hilda shuffles to the witness box.
I have new evidence to submit to the court.
Daniel opens the baby book.
Miss Spellman, please read the name printed here on this document.
Yes, it reads, Sabrina Spellman.
Witnessed by?
Witnessed by her mother, Diana Spellman. And, say, help me, Hilda Spellman.
I offer in evidence a baptismal certificate from the Holy Mother Church of Greendale.
Father Blackwood stands. His brow furrows.
Your dishonors, if this certificate is authentic, it would seem we have competing claims upon the soul of Sabrina Spellman.
No, sir. What we have is a binding contract, witnessed by her mother, notarized and dated 1 day before Edward Spellman inscribed his daughter's name in the Book of the Beast, thereby rendering the aforementioned inscription the agreed-upon promise null and void QED.
The three sisters sit in pews among the rest of the coven and exchange looks of surprise.
These last-minute theatrics make a mockery of this court. This
The certificate.
is spurious. This is outrageous.
No, I'll tell you what's outrageous, Father Blackwood. The Dark Lord's behavior.
A trapdoor ringed with fire bursts open in the floor. Stairs lead to a fiery pit. Daniel leans towards Sabrina.
Well, now, I'd say you just forced the devil to the bargaining table. And I've been summoned to the court's private chambers.
Father Blackwood and Daniel Webster walk to the front of the church and descend the stairs. Red light glows and smoke rises from the hole in the floor. Sabrina watches them leave. The trapdoor slams shut. The Spellman women stand outside.
How could you, Hilda? How's it any different to your secret with Edward? It's completely different and appalling. A Christian church. Have you no shame? Have you no pride?
So Dad didn't know that Mom had me baptized in secret? Why?
She said not to tell him. They just assumed that it was Diana being sentimental. Perhaps she suspected what Edward had planned.
So they were both deceivers.
Sabrina, honor thy father and mother.
Sabrina looks at Zelda and Hilda.
No more secrets, aunties. Do you understand? No more lying to me about my own family. Ever again.
Zelda nods. In the church, Hilda and Zelda look at each other, then turn away sharply. Father Blackwood stands before Daniel and Sabrina.
Due to conflicts of contract, baptism, and breeding, the Hellbound Court of Greendale decrees that Sabrina Spellman shall retain her mortal life
Sabrina glances at Daniel.
on the condition that she also attend the Academy of Unseen Arts, as well as weekly Black Mass.
Daniel leans towards Sabrina.
Think of it as dual citizenship.
Sabrina suppresses a smile.
Your dishonors. I accept.
So be it. This court is adjourned to the shadows. Full powers are restored to the Spellman family.
Lightning flashes. Hilda and Zelda's signs of aging vanish.
Praise Satan! I'm young again.
Zelda touches her face. Her hair is red again. Hilda touches her restored tooth. Her hair is blonde. Sabrina smiles at her aunts. Next, they leave the church together. Daniel heads in the opposite direction.
Mr. Webster,
Sabrina goes after him.
won't you come over to our house to celebrate?
It's late and I'm old. Another time.
Well, thank you for helping me win.
She gives him a hug. He closes his eyes and hugs her back.
Some advice. Take advantage of this qualified victory. Learn everything you can about your adversary and fight for what's yours. Nobody's ever beaten the devil, but you just might.
He touches Sabrina's arm, then turns and walks through a heavy mist. He turns his collar up and puts his hands in his pockets. At the Spellman house, Hilda reads in bed. Zelda enters.
That was Father Blackwood calling. It seems, Hilda, that you've been excommunicated from the Church of Night.
What? They can't do that, can they?
They most certainly can, and should. You took part in a Catholic baptism. You've cast doubt on our devotion to the Church of Night, and our Dark Lord is a vengeful Lord.
Zelda climbs into her bed.
What do I do now, then? Sister?
Be grateful excommunication is all that's being done to you.
Zelda turns off a lamp. Hilda stares straight ahead in the moonlit room. In Father Blackwood's office, he sits at his desk writing. A shadowy figure stands by the fire in the fireplace.
You come to congratulate me.
Miss Wardwell steps from the shadows.
No.
She sits on his desk.
And congratulate you on what? A half victory's no victory at all.
I delivered on my promise to get her into the academy. And now that she's under my watch and authority, I'll bend her to my will or break her.
It's always brute force with you men, isn't it?
She leans over in front of him.
But real corruption is a thin, subtle blade. Sabrina's strength, the bonds that must be severed, are those to the mortals around her. The people she loves. But not to worry. I'm quite good at tearing souls apart, one piece at a time.
In the bathroom at school, Roz looks in the mirror. The lights flicker and her eyes turn black.
There you are. We've been looking all over for you. Come with me.
She checks the mirror again and her eyes return to normal. In the library,
What is this?
Susie and others stand next to a box of books.
What's going on?
Sabrina, Rosalind, welcome to Baxter High's new secret book club. Sponsored by WICCA. Banned titles only.
With you leading the group, of course.
Roz picks up a copy of The Bluest Eye and puts her arm around Sabrina.
Oh, I'm so proud of you girls. We're gonna have such great fun reading all those juicy, forbidden novels that they don't want us to. I've got quite a list. A little something for each of you.
Miss Wardwell looks at Susie. Roz and Sabrina hug. Credits: guest starring Abigail Cohen, Justin Daubes, Darren Mann, Bronson Pinchot, Sarah Jane Redmond, Chris Rosamond, John Rubenstein, Kurt Max Runte, and Lachlan Watson. Director of Photography, Brendan Michael Ugama. Production designer, Lisa Soper. Edited by Rita K. Sanders. Music by Adam Taylor. Production manager, Tia Bull. First assistant director, Corey Faulkner. Second assistant director, Amanda Woolrick. Co-starring Richard Ian Cox as Trivium Number 1, Judge, Ryan Egan as Trivium Number 3, Executioner, B.J. Harrison as Mrs. Curtis, Gary Jones as Trivium Number 2, Jury, Jet Klein as Young Harvey, Nicole Geraldine Lear as Webster's daughter, Christian Westerveld as Infernal Bailiff. Copyright 2018 Warner Brothers Entertainment, Inc. Logos appear. Berlanti Productions, Archie Comics, Warner Brothers Television.
Right, move your head.
Letters pop out from a white background, then turn red. Netflix.